All right. We are live now. Welcome you once again, of course, for the evening call. And I can see some people have joined us. I can see Albert from Malawi, Agnes from Uganda, Feke from Lesotho, Babla from Botswana, Emable from Rwanda, and of course, Emmanuel from Nigeria. So, and the senior lecturer, of course, from Uganda. So, please share the link to other friends so that they may come to benefit, of course, for this lecture of tonight. And I believe that as we go on learning, we master the concept, and of course, we apply the knowledge and skills to create wealth. So pay attention, be wise, and of course, get your notes very well so that you can, of course, grab this opportunity. And of course, you keep learning, you keep educating yourself, keep learning with others so that you be acquainted with blockchain and related crypto trading system using artificial intelligence. You will never regret in your life. Our senior lecturer, you're most welcome. Over to you.
Yes, thank you very much indeed for the wonderful introduction. And I also welcome everybody. I can see we are 8 here now in the room to benefit from the evening lesson. In our part of the world, in our continent, we would call it evening, although in the United States of America, they would consider this to be a lesson early in the day. To them, it is morning. It is like around 10 o'clock. For those who are in the United States of America, especially the eastern side, they say now their time zone is adjusted when they move from one season to another season. So as we speak now, in New York, it is 4 o'clock. But for us here in Uganda, it is 5. In Rwanda, it is 4. I think also in Botswana, it is 4 o'clock. Of course, with a few minutes. Yes, so good evening to all, and you're most welcome for the evening program of our learning. This week, we started almost like afresh to begin acquainting our people with the very basics. I sometimes love the idea of repeating so that we can see a continuation. We started by showing people that it is necessary for those beginning in this business to understand the direction they are going to. We are not moving haphazardly. In other words, we are not just moving at random and at random and at random. We are taking some very clear steps, moving one step after another and one step after another. This is something that I have shown several times already, that if you ever have to teach anybody and you want to help somebody to understand, they need some kind of plan. They need some kind of plan. This afternoon, I was talking with a friend, and a friend wants to join. For him, he is also thinking about how much money he should put together so that he can join. But sometimes it is good if you get people of that sort to show them that we have about 6 stages of development for the person to reach a point where the person will become a trader of cryptocurrency. We need an account. Normally we say the Binance account or an account with any exchange, cryptocurrency exchange account. And it should be one which is verified. Then we said, if you have now created an account and it is okay, you have to get a link. Ask for a link to install Royal Q. Someone will give you a link. The person who has invited you for this meeting is also obligated to give you a link unless he or she does not have Royal Q. All the people who have Royal Q as the software for trading, they can give you their link. But it is preferable that you get it from the one who has invited you so that he keeps monitoring and he will even keep and get to understand if you have registered well. If you have filled the form well, it will show that you have filled the form and you are like here and that. Then you have to learn to buy cryptocurrency so that you can begin to stock your account. The account you have created is for the purpose of storing cryptocurrency. So you have to learn how to buy. When you have learned how to buy the account, how to buy cryptocurrency, it means that yes, you have now progressed. You now have an account, and you are even able to get money to fund the account. That is the time when you will be guided so that the account of Royal Q that you had created should be made alive. So there is activating. That is the first time we say you will be required to pay the subscription fee. The subscription fee of $120. That is the first time you will be required to pay the subscription fee. You're not paying to me, you're not paying to anybody else, you are paying, and directly from your Royal Q, it will go to the company, the Royal Q company. So you are not paying your money to go to anybody. You are not giving local currency to anybody. No, that is not the way it is done. You deposit the money in your Royal Q account and you submit to the company so that they activate your account. When they have activated the account, then it means that the account of Royal Q is working, the account of Binance is working, but they still do not know one another. There is no communication between the two of them. So what do you do? Then the step number 5 means that you should bind. You should bind. In other words, you should link the account where the cryptocurrency is kept in Binance with the robot that is going to do the trade for you, so that the robot will be able to go to Binance to do the trade, and so that Binance, on the other hand, will give the correct shop of cryptocurrency that you have created as your account. Binance will have to give. And then Binance also will have to give the key for opening that shop, so that when Royal Q is coming, it will go following the name of the shop and following and using the key to open that account and do the trading. On the other hand, Royal Q is expected to give the full list of the computers that will be used to do the trade. The full list, it has 35 computers. Royal Q uses 35 computers. So it will have to give the identity of all the 35 computers. That is the way it is. When that process is handled, and we are actually the one to help you to do it, you will not be in a position to do it by yourself. Never. It is quite complicated for a beginner. For those of us who have repeated it 4, 5, 6 times, it is okay. We can guide you to do it. And we are helping without a charge. All these activities we are doing, you are not at all required to pay a commission to us. You are not at all required to give us any incentive and any money. We just help you like that. When you have finished that, then it means that you are now set to trade. So first you need good capital, and your good capital now depends on your budget. If you are still in doubt, you are half-hearted, well, we will excuse you. You can start with anything small, maybe 120, because you already paid 120 for activating the robot. Maybe you can plan for a budget of $120 extra as your capital. And then, of course, they will also require a gas fee. A gas fee is like transaction costs. Whenever you are trading cryptocurrency, there is transaction cost. So you can deposit $20 for the purpose of taking care of small transaction costs. The transaction costs are not very big costs, but it is just good to think of depositing 20 so that transaction cost can be calculated and removed from that one so that it does not have to interfere with your capital. The transaction cost is supposed to be kept differently. The robot removes very little depending on the profit that you have made. For example, just to show you a little bit so that you are comfortable, so that you don't think that $20 is a big sum of money and you don't want to pay. No. The transaction cost is quite small. The transaction cost is quite small. Like you can see in my case here, I had deposited some 20, and of course, they keep removing little and little and little and little, so that now it has been removed to pay the cost of transactions slowly and slowly, and now it is 9. It will go on reducing. When it reduces and it comes down to only $2, then it is not good. It is not good because they will ask you to increase, which means that you can deposit 20 more. You can add 20 more. Or if you don't have enough to add 20 more, you can add even if only 10 so that it becomes 12. Then you continue to trade again. Like you have seen, I started with 20. Now it is only 9.33. Where have the rest gone? It is here, you can see. When I made a profit, then they remove a fuel fee. Only 0.024, blah, 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 blah. Another one again, they remove a fuel fee. Again, only 0.02 something, 0.02 something. Just like that, where you see the rates and the rates and the rates. Sometimes only even 0.01, 0.019, blah, blah, 0.020, 0.026, 0.018, 0.019. Very small, very small, very small, very small, very small, and very small. So what we were saying is that if you have set yourself and you have now come, you have already paid the activation fee of 120. It is only natural that you cannot just begin a business and the capital is too small. Maybe think of starting with 120 if you don't have much money, but you should also arrange to have $20 as spare for paying the gas fee or the transaction cost. If you have made any profit, then they will require that you should pay the transaction cost. That is what they call the gas fee. Changing one currency to another involves some costs. It is just like selling petrol, people have to pay tax. It is just like selling in a hotel, people have to pay tax. Doing any business. So in this case, the tax is like the transaction cost. The cost of changing one currency to another is available and it has got to be paid. So that means that for a beginner, you might think of 120 as the activation fee. Then you can also think of 120 as the capital for the trade. Then you can also think finally of 20 as the gas fee for paying the transaction. This 120 is fixed for a whole year. The 120 for activation is fixed. It is to take the entire 1 year. It runs for 1 full year, and that, if you consider the work of the robot, is quite cheap. It is really very cheap because it is almost like only $10, a cost of only $10. It is like you are hiring the robot for only $10 per month. $10 per month, $10 per month, so that the 12 months of the year is what is amounting to 120. Of course, they are not charging per month. They charge at once 120, and the subscription takes 1 full year. By the time the year is ending, you will have made big profit. If you're a good trader, you never know. Maybe you will have even already made a profit of 1,000 from the cost of 120 in 1 year. You probably have made a profit of 1,000. But if your capital is big, why not? It could even be that your profit is 4,000 that you have made from the same robot, depending on if your capital is big. So if you have activated, think of capital. 120 is okay for a beginner, but to be sure, it is a very small amount, because imagine the cost you are paid is high, and the cost you are again going to meet for the transaction cost is 20. But then you are putting only 120. Yes, use it and begin your journey. When you begin your journey, the profit you make, please try to allow the profit to stay in there, to keep adding to your capital. And then if you get any small amount of money, keep adding your capital. Even if you add only 100, after 1 month or 2 months, you have added again 50. It will add. And then perhaps after another month, you have added 60. It will add. In time, you will see that your capital probably has gone to 400 and maybe 10. And then also the profit in the meantime that you are blessed with is probably 65. And then the capital begins to grow. So that is the idea, that you should move and have a beginning. Don't just watch. If you want to be a driver, learn the theory for a while, yes, but go sit in the seat of the driver and let the instructor, the trainer, sit near you, and you begin for the first time to ignite the engine. The engine is on. Put gear number 1. You have to step on the clutch. Do this, and then so on. Release your foot a little bit, and so on. The vehicle begins to move. At least for the beginning, you will sweat a lot, but then in time, you will become some very good driver taking care of life, so many passengers, and you will even perhaps become a trainer of other drivers. So please don't just sit and watch the 5 steps. Try to use the 5 steps to aim at getting to number 6, and then you become a trader. Normally, when you have reached step number 6, and we begin to train you to become a trader, it means that we now should acquaint you with the language used in Royal Queue. We have to train you with the language we use in the Royal Queue. And then we also, at the beginning, we have to choose for you the currency you are to use in Royal Queue. For life easy, we will help you so that we choose for you the coins or the coins that you will be trading. As a beginner, you are probably completely new. and you have no idea what is best to do. We don't leave you like that. We will always help you to choose the appropriate coins. And then when you have chosen the appropriate coins, we will now also help you to understand how you have got to spend your money, your capital in the trade, how you are supposed to spend your money in the trade. For example, we have just said that it could be that your capital has grown. Maybe your capital has become 485, or it could even be that you are better off and you started right away. Okay, you have started right away and your capital is 480. If we get to understand that your capital is 480, and by the way, where do you keep this capital? In the bank? No. This capital you have to keep in your Binance account. Binance is the exchange where you will keep your money. If you don't keep it in Binance because of the regulation in your country, no problem. We will choose another exchange that is appropriate for you. It could be Coinbase. If not, it could be Kraken. If not, and of course there are so many. Anyway, just to show you first of all, how many exchange do we have? Up to 7. Binance is number 1, but then there are many other exchange companies that are available for use. If you are a person with Royal Q, how do you tell where are the exchanges? When you are on the home page, when you open your Royal Q, you will open on the first page, which we say is the home page. When you are on the home page, look up in the top right corner. Okay? When you are on the home page, look up in the top left corner. That is the place where you can see how many exchange companies work with Royal Q. How many exchange companies work with Royal Q. So if I go there and click, it will show the exchange companies that work with Royal Q. If I go there on the top left and I click there like this, it will show you how many exchange companies are trading cryptocurrency and are storing cryptocurrency for you so that your Royal Q will access your account and trade. The number 1 is Binance. Number 2 is Huobi. Number 3 is Coinbase Pro. Number 4, Indodax. Number 5 is Kraken. Number 6 is Bybit. Number 7 is OKX. So all together, there are 7 exchange companies that are chosen deliberately by Royal Q to be in partnership so that you can trade cryptocurrency with any of the 7. You are even allowed to put your capital in all of them. If you have big capital, you can decide. If you have big, let us just assume that you are not a person suffering from capital. Then you may decide that I am going to put 2,000 in Binance. I'm going to put 750 in Huobi, 600 in Kraken, 600 here, 600 here, 600 here, and maybe 1,000 here. No problem. And you will trade in all these exchanges. You will trade cryptocurrency with all the 6 exchange companies. So how much are you going to pay? Are you going to pay 120 for Binance, trading with Binance, 120 for Huobi, 120 for Coinbase Plus, 120? Of course not. You have paid your 120 and you have paid 120 for Royal Q to do everything for you. So the 120 you have paid to Royal Q is to trade in all of them. It is only your capital that will limit you. It is only the geography of your location on the earth that will limit you. For example, just as an example, Indodax is mostly appropriate for the countries in the Eastern world, in Asia, in Indonesia, in Japan, and so on. It is most appealing and very good for the people around that place. Meanwhile, people who want to trade in the United States of America, they could enjoy Kraken. That is their preference, or they can even go for Huobi, or they can even choose to do with both of them, probably even with Coinbase Pro. That is their choice. The geography of your location may demand that you should pick the most appropriate for you. Actually, for the people in Africa, this is the best. And yet, interestingly, for the people in the United States of America, Binance, because it is coming from, by the way, China. The owner of Binance is in China. And the headquarters of Binance, the biggest headquarters, I think, for Binance is now in United Arab Emirates, in Dubai. So America is not very comfortable with things to do with China, because China is rising very, very fast, and it is out of, frankly speaking, out of jealousy, because it is like, you don't want me to go very fast ahead, because you can see that I am going to be a bit of a problem in conquering the world market. So, you know, I am going to conquer the world market, and you are not very comfortable with me. So you find that in America, instead of accepting Binance as the best, the people there are only able to handle, say, with Huobi, Coinbase Pro, and maybe Kraken. We have our downline who is residing in New York City and is trading using Kraken, for example. But anyway, what we are trying to say is that there are up to 7 alternative trading companies that are comfortable to deal with Royal Q. Royal Q is no longer something small. No, it is a giant company. In fact, it is a very powerful company. You will do well to benefit from the technical knowledge in Royal Q. So as we have said, and I am now repeating, that the moment you have set your trading account and you are ready, then it is very important for you to actually prepare your capital so that you can begin your trade, and that would be very good. And then also, it is important for you to begin now equipping yourself. We will have to provide for you the skills that you need so that you are able to talk with the robot appropriately. In the beginning, we are like helping you like coaches, as if we are coaching you until you begin to pick. But now, if you have to to do a good trade, we have said you need some capital. Increase your capital as you wish. As you develop trust, continue increasing your capital. For a beginner, you are probably very much afraid, but for us, we are not afraid. Royal Q is a very giant company. For us, we are not afraid. We have already seen it for a time. This is the website of Royal Q. I just tried to open it ahead of time so that I can show you some of the serious advantages people have seen when it comes to Royal Q. First of all, why is it that we have chosen Royal Q and yet there could be many robots? Royal Q is the preferred robot. There are 1,600,000 users, 1.6 million, 1.6 million plus people who have installed Royal Q and people who are at the moment using Royal Q. So you will be joining that kind of big team of people who have installed Royal Q. Royal Q has given people good profit. People have traded. 131 million is the total profits that the people have gained by trading using this robot. A big volume of profit, $131 million. $131 million is the profit that the people have so far made. And it is available in over 200 countries, over 200 countries. So in your country, we are sure you will trade with Royal Q very comfortably. There is no reason to fear. It is available in those many countries. And actually from this one alone, if you consider the number of people using Royal Q, the profit they have gained from the use of Royal Q, and there's so many countries where Royal Q is available, it is as if we are trying to tell you that Royal Q is very much trusted. And yet, even when we are telling you that Royal Q is very much trusted, they have already even put it here, that for sure, their company talk to him later, I think. Person wants to talk to me, but I think I will have to talk to him later. So it is a very trusted company. It works throughout the day and throughout the night. 24 hours, 7 days a week, Royal Q is working. Newcomers, novice. Newcomers are novice. People who are very new, they can pick and they can move on very, very well. Then it is a win-win. In other words, if you have to pay the gas fee, you remember we have said you are going to pay 20 and they will remove little, remove little. If you have made a profit is when they will give the cost and they remove. If you have made a profit, they will remove. If you have not yet made any profit, buying is done, but there is no selling at a profit, they don't remove. That is why they say it is a win-win. You must have made profit first, then they deduct the fuel cost. So you pay only when you have made a profit. If they know you have bought and you have not yet sold, it has not yet made a profit, they don't remove the gas fee. They don't. They will only deduct, and we have said they deduct 0.02, 0.01, something quite small and affordable, but you have already made your profit. So those are some of the advantages, very, very many advantages of Royal Q. You can even build your community where you register, you share the robot, you share the information to friends and to friends and to friends. Royal Q will turn it into a kind of team. that you are working with. And if you are now the supervisor over them, it is not you to ask money from them and ask money from them. Royal Q will pay you some benefit because you are as if a teacher promoting Royal Q. By building a community, it is as if you are a teacher promoting Royal Q. So when these people are trading and trading and trading, and you shared the opportunity with them, Royal Q will take it that you are actually teaching on behalf of Royal Q. You are not expected to ask money from them, but instead Royal Q will give you a kind of compensation so that at least you will find it interesting and very nice to help people, even if for free, the Royal Q company will be able to compensate you. And then they finally say that Royal Q is the cheapest. It is the lowest annual fee ever that you will get into the market. There are some robots where you pay even 1,000 for annual subscription. There are some robots where you pay $19, and that is on a monthly basis. There are some robots where you pay $35, and that is on a monthly basis. And then those robots are not as powerful as Royal Q. So Royal Q, where you pay $120 per year, which is only like something like $10 per month. That is very much the lowest fee available in the market. So that is basically what we have got to introduce to you. We will soon graduate and move into the detail of showing how Royal Q is done, how the actual trading with the Royal Q is done. Before we begin our program of the meeting today, we had one of the people who has already activated the robot, and then she has not been very close to follow everything yet, being relatively new. She wanted some help here and there so that she can check what she can improve for her trade. I don't know whether she is still here. Let me just see. We have our dear sister from Botswana. She logged in at the beginning. Yes, I can see she is still available with us. In the morning, she logged in. Unfortunately, you know, technology is funny. Her battery ran out, and it was not possible for us to give her the necessary help. The robot was connected. She already has the robot. She is already trading, and she is trading well. But then she finds that there are days when she doesn't understand why maybe she doesn't seem to be seeing any profit of trade. So we say we can help, and we are to help. How do we help? In a session like this, we would expect her to log into her account so that we give her a chance to share her screen. Unfortunately, it is new, and I don't know whether she will manage to share her screen so that we can check and see how we can help her. Barbara Molefe from Botswana, I don't know, have you connected the laptop? You were thinking of laptop, or have you understood how to share the screen from the smartphone? I don't know what it is like.
I'm on phone, but I don't know if I've understood it.
Okay. If you are on phone, this is the way it is. When you come to your phone, you will
Yes.
see that at the bottom of my screen, there are several icons, several icons, several icons. If you go to the
Yes.
bottom of the Zoom, there are several
Yes.
icons and several icons. The icon indicated as share screen will appear somewhere there. Mine is
Yes.
somewhere in the center there, where it says share screen. It is somewhere there, as you can.
Can I press it?
So if you press there, then it will give you opportunity to share the screen. Okay, let me see. You are now the co-host, I think. So if you are the co-host, it should be possible for you to share the screen. You click on the share screen.
Microsoft SharePoint.
Does it show only one item or several?
There's a green one which is written share. I pressed it, and then it's
There is
showing
Microsoft OneDrive. There is Microsoft. Does it start with Microsoft OneDrive at the top?
Yes, yes.
Does it follow with Microsoft SharePoint?
Yes.
Does it go on to Google Drive?
Yes, and Box.
Onto Box? And then Photo?
And Photo,
And then
Documents.
Document? And then Web
URL.
URL? And then
and
Bookmark?
Screen. No, the screen.
That is it. So click Screen. You are to share screen. So click Screen.
I did that, and then it's written start recording or casting with Zoom. So I must just say start now.
Yes, you have to start now because we want you to share
I've
your
done
screen.
that.
Okay. Yes. So that is moving you now to begin sharing the screen. But then it is not yet showing. Was there
Now
anything?
it's showing quite a list of so many things appear on top, and then it's Shell, Smart Tutor, Telegram, voice recorder.
You can give the permission Zoom to start sharing the screen.
Does
Zoom
it ask for permission?
No.
But you have not
It's
read
not
all. There are 3 things. Does it give you 3 things or does it give you 4 things?
It's a list of all what I have on. It's a list of.
Actually, it is waiting for you to do something. It looks
It's
like
a list of. It's a list of all what I have on my. There's permission controller, but it's
yes.
on. But it's on. It's switched on.
You give it permission so that it can
It's
share.
on.
Then you click OK or continue. There should be OK or continue.
There isn't. Zoom. Let me see.
There is no OK. There is no continue. There is no proceed. There is no and so on.
There's nothing like that. I think what is showing here is just showing everything which I have in my phone. Because there's YouTube Music, whatever, and then Zoom at the bottom.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
When it is the first time to use Zoom, you can scroll down, and of course, when you can scroll down and you tap on Zoom, because when it is the first time, sometimes it becomes hard to share the screen. But when you
It's
do
not
it
the first time.
Mhm.
Is
Okay,
this
I'm
not the
listening.
first time you are learning to share using the smartphone?
Yes. But
At the
there's Zoom
bottom,
at the bottom, like he's saying. At the bottom, there's Zoom.
You click there.
I've clicked
okay,
it. It's on, and it's either when I click, it goes off. When I click again, it goes on.
does
Okay, you
it
can
show
start. Mhm.
the share screen button? Does it show red with an X?
No, it was green. It was green
Not
with an
worse.
arrow. Let me go.
What about
It's
now?
no longer there because I don't know where I am now. Maybe I'm no longer on the Zoom screen.
You are.
Okay, I'm on the Zoom
Yes.
screen.
Yes, finally you have hit it. You have done it finally. There was just something
Oh,
lacking, but you have now
so
done
it's
it.
done.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Now, let me see. Had you already opened your royal queue?
No, I can quickly open it.
But then if you open it now, we are going to see your password.
No, it doesn't
Oh, you
request for
don't
the
have,
password because I
okay.
don't log out.
Okay. If it doesn't ask for password, then it is okay. That is fine. Then it is
There we
okay.
are.
All right.
Yes, it's
Very
showing.
good. I can see 99 news. The 99 news is to indicate that there are 99 sets of transactions that occurred. In other words, they are
Okay.
informing you that there are 99 news. On the fourth page where they say 99 news, can you click there,
Yes.
that button, so that we look
Yes,
at
I've
the
clicked there.
99 news? Yes. And the 99 news, those are the several trades, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, 99 of them. If you click inside there, they will show you the list. Yes, you see, February
Yes.
is there. February is there. No, you go down instead, not up. You go down instead. February is there. February, so transactions of February are there, buying and buying and buying. Proceed down so that we go to March.
It's completed. It's completed.
Okay, I see. So the last transaction took place on the 25th of February.
Yes.
At your 2 o'clock. The last transaction was at your 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock of your country, 2 o'clock and 44 minutes, 2:44 minutes in your country. That was the last transaction that occurred. Okay,
Yes.
let us go back. From the top left, there is an arrow to go back to leave news.
Okay. Yes,
Top
I've done
left,
that.
yeah, correct. Then we go on to strategy. The second page is strategy. After home,
Okay.
there is strategy.
Yes, I've done it. I've done that.
That is your trade. That is the cryptocurrency you are trading.
Yes.
Now we want to know the level of capital that you still have because you are trading using BTC. You are trading using Bitcoin. So now to know the level of your capital, there is the filter that looks like the funnel. Below
Yes.
the blue button.
I can
running.
see it. I can see it.
Yes, you click on it so that you select the trades running with BTC.
It's done.
Maybe you click BTC.
Should I click BTC?
Yes, because we want to understand this particular.
But I've clicked it, it's not doing anything.
Yes, when you click on it, you confirm down.
Oh.
Hello.
Confirmed. I've confirmed.
Hey, yo. Hello.
Yeah, for lecture.
Hello?
Yeah, someone was calling me and I was trying to answer the phone call. But
All
then
right, good.
again, it is not, again, I think he has switched it off. Okay. All right, yes, very good. Now you can see down there, oh no, it's okay. You click confirm. You click confirm. I was getting a little bit interrupted. Do you see down there, they show you the amount of BTC you should be having in your Binance for the trade. BTC is shown at 0.000, then 677. You have seen that at the bottom of the screen?
At the bottom, but yeah.
Yes, that is the amount of BTC that you still have for the purpose of trade. To be sure that it is an accurate reflection of what you have now, you have to click the refresh button. Refresh button is towards the right, but there at the bottom, it is in the form of,
that's arrow-like.
yes, that looks like the arrow. You click the refresh button. Okay. Yes. Yes. So you still have 0.000677.
The refresh button is not doing anything. It's not doing anything.
Of course, it has already finished doing what it is. We only wanted to know if the figure 0.00677 is the true figure at the moment. That is why we were doing the refresh, so that we see if it is the true figure. So you still have that amount of money for your trade. And we wonder why you are not trading. Okay, now you click the real currency you are trading in the center of the page there. You click on it, it will
link
open.
stroke BTC.
Yes.
The link stroke BTC, all right.
Correct. You click it, it will open. Then
It's
again,
open.
click the bottom where they say create. And then click where they say Martingale strategy bot. You have not actually, yeah, it's okay. Then again, click create. Very good.
Yes.
Now, there is next where they say feel free to create your own strategy, more flexibility. They say feel free to create your own strategy, more flexibility. You click button of next at the bottom where they say feel free, create your own strategy. Good.
I did that.
That is it. Yeah. Okay, now stop there. Somewhere on the top, sorry, below link BTC. Below link BTC.
Circle and
yes.
Isolated margin. Yes.
Yeah. There are 6 figures there. Those 6 figures talk a lot. That is where we say you should learn the language of the robot. The 6 figures talk a lot. But one of the figures I am interested in is where they say 25. One of the 6 figures is 25. I'm interested in that one. Where numbers they say 25. Of call margin. Correct. That is the numbers of call margin. In other words, how many times you are comfortable to buy link using BTC. If the price of link is falling, how many times you are comfortable to continue buying and to continue buying and to continue buying. So the other time when we were setting it with you, we had indicated that it will be okay if we can buy and buy and buy up to 25. That is the reason why the robot has stopped trading, because we told the robot that we will want to buy only 25 times and stop. Right now, the robot has already bought the 25 and it has stopped. This is the basic reason why your trade stopped somewhere in February. Because of what?
Okay.
Because we told
25.
the robot that the robot should buy only 25 times if the price is dropping, and it should stop. So right now, we have to tell the robot to continue.
So we must
Maybe,
increase the 25.
yes, we must increase the 25. Where do we increase it from? We increase it from the trade setting.
Okay.
In the down
Left.
on the left of the
I
button,
can see it.
the left of the red button post, there is trade.
Can I press it?
Yes, so press trade setting.
I've pressed it.
Yes, then the margin call limit.
Margin call limit.
Yes, margin call limit, we have to put it to 28. Let us increase it to 28. But increasing to 28 will not be possible until when you have told the robot to allow you to edit what we have typed here. So
Okay.
we have to tell the robot to allow us to edit. How do we tell the robot? There is a pen on the top right,
Yes.
a pencil.
Yes.
Click that pencil, they will understand that you want to edit because you have picked a pen. Now it is okay. Remove the 5, type 8, so that we have 28 margin call.
So it's just going to do 3 times and then it will reach 28.
Yes. Yes.
And then it stops.
Yeah, then it stops again if the market is still going down. But I also saw that your money now left is very little. That is why I've decided we should add only 3. If you have a little extra capital, then you can add. Because if it is continuing to buy and buy, it should also be that you have the capital. Otherwise, you will do order, and then you are not able to order with cash. In our country, there are some places where you go maybe for lunch or for drinks, and they say order with cash. It means that you cannot just order. You must also have the money. I don't know in your country. In our country, they say order with cash. So if the BTC left is very small, we should only order 3 more. We should only order 3 more. That is one thing we have done. Next, before we close, there is the arrow to the right where they say margin configuration, and then there is an arrow at the bottom. 1, 2, 3 lines from where you are. You click there. Yes, margin configuration.
Configuration.
Click there.
I should click the arrow or margin configuration.
Both of them work. Both of them work.
All
yes.
Right.
Then we go now to the 6th. We are now at the 6th call. Let us go now to call number 26, call number 27, call number 28, because we added 3. You go to the bottom because we added 3. So there is call number 26, call number 27.
Okay, yes, I can see them.
Aha, those are the calls we have just added. Those are the calls we have just added. Now, we don't want call number 26, the robot, to buy 128 times. So we remove the 28 so that the robot should buy only 1 time because the money is small. In other words, it is almost like you have gone to buy sodas and you don't want an entire crate. You only want
Okay.
one because the budget is small. So for those three,
I'll
we
put one
are
for
buying
both of them.
one. If the price drops again, we buy one. If the price drops again, we buy one. That is it. Then now,
I've done that.
yes, you click now to confirm. There is the confirm button at the bottom. Below margin call number 28, there is confirm.
Yes.
Click to confirm. Yes.
Okay.
You click to confirm. Then also you return the pen where you pick the pen to edit on the top right. You return the pen to the mat set and you confirm also. You click confirm also. Very good. So there will now be 23 more opportunity for the robot to buy. So buying and selling resumes. The only thing is, I request if you have, yes?
I want to do it tomorrow. So it means I should agree. You remember I had kept my money in USDT, so I should straight away buy BTC.
You kept money in USDT?
So tomorrow I must straight away buy BTC.
I doubt.
I'm asking.
I doubt whether you have money in USDT.
What I'm saying is, remember when I started, I had kept it in USDT and we changed it we bought BTC.
Yes.
So I'm saying today, because now I know we are using BTC, I must straight away buy BTC.
Yes,
into
that
my
is
finance.
true. Yes.
The robot has already bought another margin call.
Right now, the robot has already bought margin call number 26. You can see that you now have 26 margin call.
Where is it? Why is it so fast?
You know, this robot works automatically. It was not waiting for you. You have already told it what you should do. The robot works automatically. Even when you are sleeping, even if the battery is off, even if there is no electricity in the whole country, the robot just works automatically. It has already bought number 26. And below, where there is the red button pause, it's telling you, you have seen where there is the red button pause, it has given two figures. It has given two figures there. There is one figure called call margin trigger price. Call margin trigger price. So they are saying that if the price will drop below, or if the price will drop less than 0.0002602, it will buy number 27. If the price will drop below less than 0.0002602, it will buy number 27, and then it will time number 28. But if instead the price will rise above 0.0002638. Have you seen that 0.0002638?
Yeah, to take profit.
Yes. So it is telling you that the one you have just bought now, if the price of link will rise above 0.0002638, then the level of profit is enough. The robot will sell number 26 and it will return your capital together with the profit, because the level of the profit will be enough. So that is we call that one the profit trigger price. So it will take your profit when the profit is there. Based on the instruction that you had given the other day, it understands your interest, how much fall of price should cost buying to be done, and how much increase of price should cost selling at a profit to take place. The robot has kept it from that time it still has it in its head. The only thing is that we are told the robot that buy only 25 times and stop. And it faithfully stopped in February. That is a long time. 20 days.
20 days wasted.
But it's
I'll
okay.
work on it. It's
It is
okay.
okay
At least
now.
I know the reason. I'll
Yeah.
work on it. I'll communicate. Thank you so much.
Correct. Welcome. Yeah. Thank you for being very
Amen.
patient. Thank you for learning. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
now
All
I
right.
think, ladies and gentlemen, at least this has been a practical area and very good eye opener for also our new friends who are on the platform. You can see that we depend on one another. And how much is she paying me to help her? Nothing. This is
Zero.
arrangement of royal queue. I will not secretly ask her that you send money for me. The money she has in her account is to be used for her trade. She uses it for her trade. It is not to pay me. It is for her trade. So thank you very much indeed, my sister. And
welcome.
yeah, we can now turn the audience back to our senior mentor, Mr. John Paul Ramojema. And we apologize for those who have stayed for long and their time is up. We apologize indeed, but we thought this was good for practical training. Thank you, Barbara, and I also congratulate all who are still available with us. Please, back to you, please, Mr. John Paul Ramajama.
Wow. Thank you so much, Senior Lecturer, for amazing guidance and, of course, education. This is what we are here about. For us, we are not tired, we are not exhausted until we help one or many of our team members to be successful in everything that they are doing. That's why we're here. And to those ones who are relatively new, this is how we do. We can even spend whatever time is possible so that everything can be all right. And of course, with peer-to-peer, one person to one person, of course, we do that. And of course, when it becomes the part of learning, we can help, because today it's a babbler, tomorrow it will be you, tomorrow but one, it will be somebody else. As we go on learning, as we keep gaining more experience, as of course, this is how we become professional, starting from zero, and of course, become professional. But most importantly, we create trust in our community. This is the most important thing that will help us to bring scams to the end, that people who have been cheated, people who have been scammed, people who have been, of course, put in misleading. That we know that there are some people outside there who tell people, buy a robot, it will print money for you. They just recruit them, they put them in the system, they run away. Can you imagine, Babla, can you do these things yourself if someone who has supported you to not there?
I can't.
We know that in Royal Queue, in some teams, there are some people who have left their downlines like that and no more. When that downline calls Royal Queue scam, I cannot blame him or her. Why? Because not because of Royal Queue itself, but because of the one who has sponsored you. That's why you have seen Royal Queue has put seriousness in the announcement that whoever who doesn't renew the robot, they will delete everything and every position. Even if you have V6 rank, you don't renew it, they will delete everything. When you want to trade with Royal Queue again, you will buy it again and you start as V1. Again, Royal Queue has put the mentor program inside so that when your downline, upline leaves you, you can choose any mentor, you click on him and you request him to guide you. So today I have many people who have not joined my affiliate, but because their uplines left them, they have chosen to click on me inside, and the system brings us together. Then I take them here, they learn with others. What happens? Royal Q will be rewarding me 50% of what he generates and his team, and the other 50% will go to the other upline who has left him. Why? Because they always consider him that even if he's no longer supporting, but he played part to bring that person in the business. So now, being a mentor is just like that. Even people who have never joined in our line, we can be connected together because Loyoku realized that there are some uplines who have left the system, and the people they recruited in the system, they were left behind. No more support.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, that is the way we are here as mentors. And now we can help people in our system, in our line. We can help people outside our line. But all in all, whatever we do is win-win. We benefit from that. And of course, we uplines, we mentors, we cannot succeed when our downlines have not succeeded. It cannot be possible. That's why your success is our success. If you are not successful, for us, we remain there for nothing. We can't get anything. That's why we need one another. We need to uplift one another in one way or the other to help, to support, to guide, to mentor.
Yes.
And of course, people can be can gain all enough skills they need so that they can do business. So we create mentors, we create leaders, we create coaches, we create trainers, we create. So we thank you so much, Senior Lecturer, for this opportunity. And of course, as we are together with all other entire team members, of course, we thank you for great work you are doing. And those who are relatively new, this is how we do it. This is how we make it. I believe that when you make a decision to be the part of us, you will be experienced with everything. And of course, we'll keep moving together. Let us work together. Let's build
May
the
I ask
legacy.
a question?
Yes, please.
I want to ask this BTC figure. Is it the same amount I have on my Binance?
The same with the one in the morning or the one other people are putting for members to attend?
No, I mean in the BTC, which is saying BTC 0.000282. Is it reflecting my balance in Binance? It's not.
Yes, exactly. Because you remember there was 0.0006 something. But now the news is showing that 2 transactions took place, which are the 2 buying. The other message shows 2 buying took place. The last buying took place this afternoon at 5:25 there. Those are the actions of today. You bought using 0.0002 something. And then again, you bought using 0.0002 something. All right. So the 6 reduced and the balance left is now only 0.0002 because by the time we refreshed, it was 0.0006, but 0.002, 0.002 were removed 2 times. So if you go to Binance and you look at your BTC left, you will find that the BTC left in the spot wallet is that amount.
It's not. It is not 0.000. It's 0.00.
Okay. You click spot. You click spot to open spot. What do you have in spot? That is what you have. Because Royal Q goes there and sees from there, then it shows you.
So, in spot, what is that balance at? Again, you can see my screen, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes, I can see 0.000282233.
So what is that one above? Which is that one above, which is saying 0.
The one above is when all the cryptocurrencies you have in your spot wallet are total. Is when all the three cryptocurrencies you have, when all the three cryptocurrencies you have are put together and total and converted to Bitcoin, then it comes to that upper amount of $179.14, which is 0.00640,339. That is if the total of all the cryptocurrencies you now have in the spot wallet is totaled together, and if it was converted to Bitcoin. That is what they are put up there, but that does not show you the real BTC alone. It includes Link, it includes USDT. You have three currencies in the spot wallet.
And what I can help again is that, yes, what I can help about Link, you use the BTC to buy Link and you still have the stock of Link, which is waiting to be sold. Meaning that when market goes up, it will sell the other stock of Link to bring back BTC, so that you get the capital and profit, of course, because you still have the stock. The market is still down compared to where you joined from the beginning.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you.
God. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Surely, for sure, there are plenty to learn. But we are glad you are in the program of learning. And
thank you.
The learning is for free. We only pray that you should have electricity at the time of the training. We only pray that you should be able to get the data at the time of training so that you benefit. Because this is a program where you can attend for the full year. When you have subscribed for the robot and the robot is still working, you will attend for the full year. No day will be paid. You will attend for free. Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. I think the point is clear now. Before we call it, we just come to the end. We have somebody who has joined us. M Tsine. Sometimes it is hard to read the names. I would like to welcome him or her so that he introduce himself or herself to us. M Tsine, can you open your microphone and introduce yourself to us, please?
How do I come out of this?
Oh, you can go down. You can go down and you click on the red share. Where there is share, it is red. You click there, you will automatically go off the screen. Where you used it to share, on the arrow on below, there is a red.
I can't find it.
At the bottom on the Zoom, the bottom or at the bottom.
Let me look for it. Oh, okay.
There is a red. Yes, the red one. Okay, right. When you click there, automatically it goes off. Thank you.
All right,
yes.
Thanks.
Good. Today was a time of learning, a time for learning. Also, she has learned. This is a big step.
All right. Yes.
Please.
Good.
It is a big step.
Thank you so much.
Much of the help,
all right. Okay.
Much of the help we will give you depends on your sharing of the screen. Today is very good day when you have learned this skill. This skill is going to help you a lot. Because
thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, good. So let's welcome Tsane. Tsani. The name is tough to read. Please, can you hear me, Mr. or Mrs. Tsani? Yes.
I am Miss Tsani.
Yes.
Me.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm very much thankful to be and feel very much honored to be part of this meeting. I have just joined you. The first meeting where I joined was yesterday. So this is my first time to be with Royal Q. So I just joined because now there was an invitation that I got that was saying, okay, Royal Q or somebody in Royal Q will be able to assist us to understand as to how Royal Q works. So I just joined to have this opportunity of learning with Royal Q. Thank you very much.
Welcome, welcome. So where are you joining from, please?
I am from Lesotho.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Okay, good. Yes.
So I also think I think I am very much grateful for what you have done for Barbara, because sometimes, as you have already mentioned, people can just invite you and recruit you to join, and then just in the middle of nowhere, just abandon you. So I think this is one of the good platforms where you are able to even assist people who are not your downliners. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you. You're welcome. So you can come again. You can. Are you on that platform that we created, that where I have seen many people from Lesotho joined?
I have joined this one where I have seen many people who are not from Lesotho and who are not from even South Africa. So I have joined it. So I have seen that it is when I learned from you, it's like you are from Uganda.
Yes, we are from different countries. Myself, who is hosting, I'm from Rwanda. The senior lecturer who is lecturing is from Uganda, and the others are from different countries. So we are a community that came together from different parts of the world, and we work together.
Okay, thank you very much for making that team that is just there to help us and assist us. Thank you very much.
All right, welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, okay, back to Nigeria, our brother Emmanuel. It is his first time to be with us on this call, but we must meet on the other calls, of course, of our mentors. Mr. Emmanuel, back to you from Nigeria, as we are coming to the end. Are you still on call, Emmanuel?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a wonderful session, and thanks to our leader from Kenya for that presentation. I really appreciate it, and also for you who has hosted the meeting today. This is lovely. I love the spirit. As a community, we share information, help one another to grow. And when you get to V6, then you will realize that, yes, your efforts were not in vain, because when the whole world is into Royal Q, and you get back to V6, then you will smile, because right now you are earning, but you have already paid your due by supporting the community. I really appreciate that, and thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel from Nigeria. Of course, we cannot come to the end without welcoming our elder, our brother, Mr. Francis from Uganda as well, and from western part of Uganda. Mr. Francis, are you on call? Can you hear me? Mr. Francis, can you hear me, please? Using Galaxy S6. I mastered his phone number. Anyway, by the time Francis maybe is not ready, we are together with Agnes, of course, from Uganda as well.
I am.
Yes, okay, welcome.
I am. Hello, Jean Paul and Celicius, our mentors. It's always exciting coming to class and finding you people at the board and imparting skills and knowledge This is my, I think, third time sitting in class, and I always look forward. But today, I misread the timing. You know, and I was in class too much early, and by the time I came back, you were about 20 minutes into class already. But even the short time I was here, our senior lecturer is playing around with, you know, with icons and pieces here. And I'm looking forward to catching those skills, you know, and then I can join his team of mentors.
Yeah,
Jean
For us,
Paul,
it is a thing. For us, it
Jean
is
Paul,
like a
I can't
thing.
say thank you enough for a very, very good job, well done, coordinating the whole of Africa. And I really pray that once a whole army of cryptocurrency traders have been generated, then we shall all fly together to the skies. Thank you so very much.
wow, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Together we aspire. We are together with Agnes, of course. We have been together a long time ago, as we have been, of course, joining hands, working together in storms and everything, and she's still standing. Agnes, how are you?
I'm fine, my leader. How are you?
Good. Your network is breaking, but we can hear.
Yes, I'm here. First of all, I thank you for the great work you are doing to this community, together with the senior lecturer. And since I have been with you for so long, I'm mastering some of these techniques and skills used.
Wow.
And I thank everybody who has managed to be in class up to this time. So God bless you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, we believe that cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology, they are still new to many people, and many people are skeptical. Why? The way it came to us, it came as disruption. Of course, it has been a disruption. And sometimes it is not because people are skeptical, it is because of the traditional system that resisted cryptocurrency. That's why, because hundreds of years, people have put trust in the traditional system. And putting trust in the traditional system, it is very hard all the time to embrace changes, especially when it is built on the trust that we have put in the institutions. They are the ones who were telling people, avoid these things, be careful, don't join this and that and that. And because of obeying, respecting, people could not embrace the crypto, but it was a change in the world. It was a revolution in the world that sparked off the new evolution of money. But when you go back in the history of money, of course, money has been changing in its form, but still, even if it has been changing, it was still fiat. From paper and be digitized, but it's still fiat. That's why when you go to mobile money, it is digital in form, but still you see the name of francs in the telephone. You see the name of the naira in the telephone. You see the name of the kwacha in the telephone. And when it is, of course, we go to the next move, next era, where you don't see the francs, but you see BTC. Storing value, which is almost 30 millions in my currency, one single Bitcoin, almost 30 millions. That was unbelievable. But now, those who have never used the cryptocurrency to buy food, to use cryptocurrency to buy everything, all the necessities and the needs, they are still skeptical because it is the first time in the history in the monetary system where there is no government rules, where people have privacy, where people can, of course, transact each other without being recorded on the central system that remain with the transaction records. Because when you have the blockchain, you have the copy of identity, yourself, and the copy of transaction at the same time. While in our traditional system, the copy of identity remain in their system and the copy of transaction remain in their system. They only give you notification that what you have done has been successful. In contrary, the other copy of the record of transaction that we call bank statement, it remains on your wall, in your block, in your wallet. And it, of course, it goes to the sender and the recipient or receiver, and it can be recorded in the whole node of the computers, which means that you have the total control of everything because the copy of identity is in your hands because you verified yourself. You didn't go to, when you go to the bank to open account, there is employee of the bank who asks you the identity and he records you, he remains with the copy of identity in his system. And you don't play part in registering yourself, they register. But here, remember, you register yourself and you verify yourself. The blockchain verifies, approves, and validates transaction, and you have the copy of identity, you keep it yourself. That's number one. Number two, the copy of transaction, if you want to transact with somebody, let me give an example of mobile money. If you want to send money to somebody, you ask him the number or the bank account where you can deposit money. Contrary to that, everyone has the copy of transaction where he sends you what we call the address wallet that he can copy from his wallet on deposit, and he sends it to you via social media. When you copy it and paste it in your transfer, you can send asset from you and it goes directly to the recipient without passing through any middleman. And this time the cryptocurrency moves from one person to another, that we call the peer-to-peer transaction. And now blockchain made it different from the traditional systems, because in traditional system, intermediary is there, middleman, to help people process transactions where the record of transaction is remaining in their systems, meaning that they monitor you and they control what you do. In other words, they keep for you, and when you want to send money or to buy something, they are the ones who do it for you under your recommendation. You recommend to them to send money from one person A to person B. Blockchain makes it different. You do it yourself. You no longer need that kind of intermediation in the transaction process. That's what, of course, briefly we can explain about the blockchain. So with time, people, the entire community of people around the world will thoroughly understand what blockchain is, what cryptocurrency is, and the privacy and the decision-making they have in daily basis transactions, payments, saving, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for your kind attention. And I think we will go in deep. This is the beginning. We are just at the beginning. But when we spend more time together, learning together, as our sister Agnes said, I think and I believe everybody will deeply understand the concept of the blockchain, the cryptocurrency, and how you have your own system that you control, and you can work with people around the world without passing through a middleman. That's what the blockchain has revolutionized our world today. And of course, we are living in it, and we are playing the part of helping our fellow Africans to understand this technology so that we can use it in transparency. Let us avoid illicit activities, crimes, and other things. And we show the world that it is possible to embrace something new, and we use it for the purpose of creating opportunity, not creating crimes. Although some scammers come behind this in an umbrella of investment, and they steal people, and we will always be here to protect people through education. Those who will embrace this education will benefit from this, and we will use it for of course, the future of our families, of our children, and the generation that is coming. Thank you so much. Let's meet again at 7 p.m. to those who will be available, going through other lectures. And I believe that everything will be all right. Thank you. May God bless you all. Let's meet again. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.